lot of men overlook the importance of being there with your wife for the visits. Because when your wife goes for her antenatal visits during the pregnancy, when they go to check her baby and see how things are progressing, and they discuss and do some education about the rest of the pregnancy and about labor, it would be great for the father to be there supporting his wife, receiving the antenatal education together. Just his presence, it makes a big difference. So I normally say to couples when I come into the room and I meet them for the first time, especially if they are right at the beginning of the labor, I normally say look at this as a marathon, not a sprint. Because if you're a first-time mom, it would take 12 to 18 hours on average from the start of labor to giving birth. So you need to both pace yourselves, and there's a lot of things men can do to support their wives during labor. Things like getting a water, giving a massage, heat packs, all those kinds of things, practical things, so that she focuses on just laboring and you can be her support person. And also advocate for her, because sometimes when women are in labor, they find it hard to then say, this is what I want, I don't want this. But if you are there and communicating, the partner can be the advocate, and if you work as a team, the outcomes are normally better. I think just being there with her during the whole labor process. I'll give you an example. I've seen examples of partners who are not so great. They will be in the room, but they're just sitting in the corner on their mobile phones. That's not a great way to support your partner. Put the phone away, put it on silent, tell friends and whoever that, look, we can't be disturbed. Right? And then be there, hold their hands, look into her eyes. When we're encouraging her to breathe with her, those deep breaths. As we encourage her to move around, hold her hand, walk around the room, everything that we're doing to help her manage the pain and help the labor to progress, be there. Some men I've talked to are scared, they're like, oh, well, maybe I'll be freaked out. And yeah, we've had a few men who fainted in the birthing room, and then we've had to call other doctors to come and take care of them while we take care of the wife. But like I normally say, take this as an experience. You'll be meeting your baby for the first time. It's an amazing experience, and you bond with your baby right from the beginning. Right from the first breath they take, you are there. You are the team, you are the A team, you're the driving team. We as midwives, nurses, doctors, we're there to support you. But you've got to be on the driving seat and tell us what you want. And we're there to provide that professional input, but don't let us take over. I know when things are happening, your wife is in pain and there may be concerns about the baby's welfare. It's very easy to panic. That's the natural response, but staying calm, and that feeds back to what I said earlier about partners being there for the labor, for the pregnancy, so they get the same antenatal education together. They know what to expect. That the pain will intensify, but the pain is bringing your baby. So if you know that the pain is there to bring your baby, you won't panic and say, do something, my wife is in pain, you're freaking out. Don't freak out, because if you freak out, she's more likely to freak out as well. But if you stay calm and you're there for her, you're saying we're here for you, we're supporting you, making sure you're safe, or making sure the baby is safe, the wife is more likely to be more calm and handle the labor experience more calmly as well.
I would suggest you communicate with your clinician, get as much information as you possibly can, because we do know that younger educated fathers have greater information needs. And if you know everything that's to be expected during the pregnancy, for example, how to identify that things are not going well, for example, if the baby's not moving, what should you do? All of these things are covered in the clinics and also in antenatal classes. So for a first-time father, especially if you belong to a culturally and linguistically diverse background, I understand that there are sometimes difficulties with language, there may be financial barriers, there might be other concerns, you may not have enough family support, and then the expectations in a Western society may be quite different to your background, we do know that men also get postpartum depression, and yes, it's a real thing. And the prevalence is about 10%. So if a father is not coping, is having negative feelings during pregnancy, or is concerned about the childbirth, it's a good time to seek help from your clinician, whether it's a GP or you want to speak to your obstetrician about it, because the outcomes of the mum and baby are significantly dependent on the mental health of the father. My advice would be get involved, ask questions, take that opportunity, because that's a very important period of time in your partner's life and your life, and obviously for the future of your family. So I understand that fathers have to go to work and they have other commitments, but if possible, try and attend the visits, the clinic visits, because that's your opportunity to get involved, ask questions, gather information, help your partner make critical decisions about the pregnancy and the birth.